As more businesses start to open back up, some workers say they still don't feel safe.
News 5's Caroline Sweeney takes us at the state's response to those concerns.
There are circumstances where you wouldn't be required to go back to work, but if you don't have a valid health excuse, then you would be required to go back to work.
When asked about people not returning to work and still getting unemployment, the answer was simple for Ohio Lieutenant Governor Jon Husted. Right now, Ohio law stops unemployment payments if people can go back to work but refuse to or quit without, quote, a good cause. But in the slow reopening of the state, there are some exceptions. The main one, your health.
And there are going to be a number of reasons that you want to protect people who are perhaps vulnerable, people who don't have that child care, as I mentioned, and you need to be accommodating to those folks.
At the press conference, he didn't specify how the state's going to figure out who's required to go back to work and who isn't. Ohio is asking employers to report workers who refuse to come back. This is the online sheet the Jobs and Family Services page is asking employers to use. Despite the ask by the state,
we have encouraged employers to work with their employees during this transition period. And you need to be accommodating to those folks. This is not going to be forever. We have a window here that we need to get through.
Our News 5 Facebook page was filled with comments about the steps made by the state to bring people back to work. Some people were ready to go back, but others thought it wasn't time. During the shutdown, people who weren't working could file for unemployment from the state and get extra federal funds through the CARES Act. But the Ohio unemployment website has been plagued with issues since the shutdown started. In Cleveland, Caroline Sweeney, News 5.